Hello, good morning, Maureen. Hi, and welcome. Welcome to Wheel of Wisdom, a place where the right message reaches you. And for those of you who don't know me, my name is Anisha, and I help people to live a more authentic and fulfilling life. And yeah, feel free to share which part of the world you're joining us from. And if anyone is joining for the very first time, feel free to share that as well in the comments until I give you a quick overview of what we do here. Okay, wonderful. Maureen is joining us from New York. Beautiful. Welcome, Maureen. So, what we do here is we begin these lives with a meditation of around 20 to 30 minutes that is based upon the code that you see on Insight Timer's homepage so that we can really soak in that wisdom and feed it to our subconscious mind. And then once we are done with the meditation, we move to phase two. Hello, Karen. I'm so happy to have you here again. Yeah, so I was just giving a quick overview and then we will dive in. So, yeah, so we move to phase two, where we spin the wheel of wisdom and let the universe to choose a book for us from that wheel. And then we play a little game where I ask you guys to pick a number and then we do a reading based on that. So this is a very quick overview of what we do here. I will share more details when we get to each part, but for right now, I would love to know that are you guys ready for today's meditation? So if you are settled in wherever you would like to meditate, you can type ready in the comments to let me know. And until you do that, let me also drop in a message in the comments for those who will join us during the meditation. Okay, all set. Wonderful. Maureen is ready, and I'm hoping everyone else is also by now. And if not, then you guys will be after I drink a sip of water. Okay, Karen is ready as well. Beautiful. So, yeah, we will begin just after the sip. So, begin by coming into a comfortable position. You can choose to sit, stand, or lie down. Whatever position feels most comfortable for you. And as you begin to settle in this position, take a deep breath in through your nose, and with the out breath, close your eyes or lower your gaze. Whatever feels comfortable for you in this moment. Bringing your attention away from the world outside of you to the world within, landing your awareness at the points where your body meets the floor beneath you. So become aware of where your body is being supported by the surface beneath you. Let the ground hold you completely. Feeling your body becoming more and more relaxed. Your forehead is softening, your jaw is unclenching, your shoulders are rolling away from the ears, opening your chest. Your arms and legs are becoming heavy. Every muscle from your head to your toes is completely relaxed. And as you focus your mind on your body in this manner, you notice that your mind is becoming still, and you are drifting deeper and deeper, reaching all the way to your subconscious mind. Today, we are going to reprogram your subconscious mind using the wisdom from this quote. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. Anais Nin. We don't see things as they are. We see them as we are. Anais Nin. Give this code to remind us that our perception is not neutral. Our past experiences, emotions, beliefs, and our nervous system state influences how we interpret what happens around us. The external situation might be the same, but the inner lens changes our experience of it. The wisdom here in this quote is actually empowering us. This is empowering because it means that we are not trapped by our circumstances. When our inner state shifts, our perception shifts, and as we become more aware, compassionate, and wise, the world begins to feel less threatening and more spacious. In a moment from now, I am going to share with you certain affirmations. I will repeat each affirmation 3 times. For the first 2 times, simply allow those words to land within you, within your subconscious mind. And on the third time, if you feel called, you are welcome to repeat those affirmations after me, either in your mind or out loud. So let's begin. You observe things without jumping to conclusions. You observe things without jumping to conclusions. Now repeat after me. I observe things without jumping to conclusions. You allow space before reacting. You allow space before reacting. I allow space before reacting. You feel centered even in stressful moments. You remain centered even in stressful moments. I remain centered even in stressful moments. You choose to see the multiple possibilities. You choose to see the multiple possibilities. I choose to see the multiple possibilities. You release the automatic assumptions. You choose to release the automatic assumptions. the automatic assumptions. You stay curious about what is true. You stay curious about what is true. I stay curious about what is true. You are not defined by any passing thought. You are not defined by any passing thought. I am not defined by any passing thought. You keep on returning to calm again and again. You keep returning back to calm again and again. I return back to calm again and again. You allow others to be as they are. You allow others to be as they are. I allow others to be as they are. You release the need to interpret a situation quickly. You release the need to interpret quickly. I release the need to interpret quickly. You stay present during interactions. You stay present during interactions. I stay present during interactions. You are beginning to choose understanding. You choose understanding. I choose understanding. Peace begins inside you. Peace begins inside you. Peace begins inside me. You did great. Now, as you have planted the seeds of wisdom into the fertile soil of your subconscious mind, know that each time you repeat these affirmations, you eventually bear fruits in your life. So, with this knowing that as you soften inside, the world outside of you soften around you. So, knowing that, allow yourself to come back to your body, noticing how you are feeling, and if you feel like you need more rest, then you can allow yourself to drift into a peaceful and relaxing sleep. And if you feel ready to wake up and meet your life, then bring small movement to your body, like wiggling your toes and your fingers, moving your body in whatever direction it wants to be moved. And now I invite you to bring the palms of your hand together in front of your chest, like in a prayer position. And now gently begin to rub the palms together, generating warmth. And when your hands feel warm enough, place them gently on your eyes. Then gently lower your hands, and with a deep breath, opening your eyes. So, welcome back, my dear ones. And as soon as I opened my eyes, I saw 444 in front on my screen. So, know that the angels were protecting you as you went on that deeper journey today. And a warm welcome to everyone who joined us while we were meditating or even towards the end. And in case you guys missed the meditation, I will share towards the end of the live where you can, find it. But for now, I would love to hear about your experience of the meditation if you feel called to share that. Or maybe your favorite affirmation from today's practice. And once I go through all the lovely comments that I've poured in here, we will move on to phase two of this live, where we will spin the wheel of wisdom and let the universe choose a book for us so that we can receive the message that we need to hear most today. Okay, so let's see. Karen says, peace begins inside me. Such a beautiful affirmation. Thank you, Karen, for sharing your favorite affirmation. And yeah, that was amongst one of my favorites too. So yeah, I'm glad you liked it. Leslie, hi Leslie, welcome back here again. Leslie says, lovely Anisha. I'm glad that you're having a nice experience, Leslie. Hi, Carrie. Carrie says, blessings to you, Anisha, and all the beautiful souls here. Welcome, Carrie. And I think you are also a teacher here, right? On Insight Timer. Am I correct? Let me know if you are a teacher and feel free to share what you offer here on Insight Timer with everyone so that they can check you out. And anyone else who is a teacher, you can introduce yourself and share your offerings in the comments so that they can reach out to you or like follow you here. So you're welcome, dear Carrie. Leslie says, peace on earth begins within. I'm so happy that that is also one of your favorite affirmations, Leslie. And definitely it does, right? We have, I think, done another meditation a few lives ago that was also on this very theme and which is very true. So, yeah, thank you for inviting peace into your hearts and spreading it around into the world. Okay, so my dear ones, now it's time for our phase two. So let me show you guys our wheel of wisdom. Okay, so my lovely, beautiful, amazing souls, this is our wheel of wisdom. And as you can see, this wheel contains the name of 51 transformational books that I have came across in my own journey of healing and personal growth. So what we are going to do is we're going to spin this wheel, and before we do that, we're going to ask either ourselves or the universe to you know, to send our way that message that is for our highest good. So, if you have something specific in your mind that you need guidance on, then bring that to your mind, okay, as we spin the wheel. And if there is nothing specific, just have this wish in your heart that may everyone present here receives the message that they need to hear most. So, Okay, let me see. Carrie says, I'm not a teacher, but I have a group here. I'm currently working towards my Reiki level 2 to bring universal energy of the divine to all who are in need of that beautiful energy. Wow, I love that intention, Gary. And I hope that, that it turns out to be a beautiful journey for you. And maybe you're not right now, but, soon you join all of us here and impact the world, from this space or from any other space that you choose. So, yeah, all the best for your journey, dear. Okay, so yeah, I hope by now you have thought of something that you need guidance on. And now hold that as we spin the wheel. So, the book that came for all of us is Practical Mindfulness by Kim Davies. So, let's see how, we can apply mindfulness, how we can bring a little bit more presence into our life. Because one of our affirmations was also around that. So give me a second to open the book. So this is our book. And I love how there is a heart around mindfulness because without love, mindfulness is pretty dry. So we need the love, the heart, the compassion element with it. And the subheading of this book is Simple Techniques to Become Calmer, Happier, and More Focused in Daily Life. So now I'm just choosing some numbers so that we can play a game together. So, my dear ones, the instructions for this game are in a moment, I'm going to ask you guys to pick a number between certain numbers, okay? And I do not want you guys to rush. Instead, take your time, see which number pops up in your mind, share that in the comments, and then I will go through all your comments and pick a number that my intuition is feeling called to. Okay. So pick a number between 20 to 102. Here you go. Okay. And thank you so much for all the hearts that flew in. I accept your love and I send you so, so much back. Thank you, Meg. Thank you, Karen. Oh, double numbers. Thank you, Charmaine, Rachel, Gary. Anyone else who would like to pick a number before I choose one amongst these? Okay, then let me go through these numbers and pick one. Okay, so then thank you, Shimi. I will consider your number two. Okay, so the number that I am feeling most called to is 22, and the number has been chosen by Meg for all of us. And even though that is the first number, I didn't choose based on that. So, yeah, let's see what wants to come through this page for all of us. Okay, so there is like a reminder. The heading for this is Key Attitudes of Mindfulness. So there are certain elements that goes with mindfulness, certain attitudes, and those attitudes are beginner's mind. So maybe as I name all these attitudes or all these like ways of living, you can also say them, you know. So when you are present, you choose to bring certain qualities to to that presence. So it can be the quality of curiosity, the quality of compassion, like that. So these are the list of qualities that goes with presence. And as I say them, you can, notice which of the qualities that you already have, that you already in the last week that you have shown practice, and which ones you need to work upon. Okay. Yeah, okay. Meg has shared a quote, a very popular quote that goes with this attitude with or quality, which is beginner's mind. And that is in the beginner's mind, there are infinite possibilities. In the experts, there are few. We actually did a meditation on this very quote, I guess, few lives ago. So yeah, thank you, Meg, for sharing that. And let me go through quickly, read all the qualities here. So, okay. And maybe you guys, all of you guys can comment, set an intention, choose one quality that you think would make your life easier right now. And just type that in the comment that, okay, I'm going to, my intention is to bring this, more of this in my life so that you can actually carry something from this live rather than just listening. Okay? Deal? So, the first quality is beginner's mind, which is the ability to look afresh at your experience. Second quality is curiosity, which is approaching an experience with interest and investigation. The third quality is non judgment. That means sensing the raw data of an experience without clouding it by labeling it as good or bad. So, like, you know, this feeling, so you are becoming aware of what it feels like. You're not saying that this is a good feeling or a bad feeling, just the raw sensation of it. So that is non-judgment. Fourth is acceptance, allowing your experience to be as it is without trying to change it. Fifth is patience, letting an experience unfold without trying to hasten it or delay it. Six is trust, belief in yourself and confidence that you are the best person to observe yourself. And this trust can also be extended to life, like trusting yourself as well as trusting life, universe, God, whatever you call it. Then, seventh is letting go. We have a tendency to hold on to thoughts, emotions, opinions, and beliefs. In mindfulness, we allow them to arise, be present with them, and then pass. So we do not hold on to anything, we just let it complete its natural cycle. Eighth is non striving. Rather than rushing towards a goal, we let things be as they are. So, kind of like the process before the outcome or the journey over the destination, kind of a thing. The ninth is compassion, being kind to others, but also to yourself. So, these are the nine qualities of mindfulness, the nine ways of being present that would make your life a whole lot better, a whole lot enjoyable, peaceful, happy, and whatever it is that you want your life to be. So, so yeah, feel free to share which quality do you intend to cultivate in the next few weeks in your life, which would be really helpful for you. Okay, let's see. So, Carrie, okay, let me first address Jennifer's comment and then I will go through these. Jennifer is asking Anisha, can you share a screenshot of the list? So, Jennifer, I cannot share in any way a screenshot of the list, but what I can do is in my group, which is Wonderful Beings here on Insight Timer, I will share like I will type the whole list, okay? So you will find that when this live ends, you will find it within like 5 or 10 minutes. Okay, I hope that helps. Um, let's see. Carrie says, that's true, Meg. There are infinite possibilities. And I love that. I guess one of the affirmations from today's meditation was like, I choose to see the multiple possibilities, right? So, um, um, Jennifer says, I can't hear. Guys, can you hear me? Am I audible? Like, are other people also not able to hear me? Okay. Maybe then it is like Jennifer issue on Jennifer's side. She might understand from your comments then. Okay, then I will repeat, later on where you can find the list once she figures this out. Then let me read the other comments until then. Carrie says, acceptance, all that is, without any expectations of the outcome. Yeah, yeah, mixing like you carried the essence of non-striving with acceptance, accepting what is happening and then not striving towards a very specific outcome and just enjoying the process. Let me see. Karen says there is power in letting go and releasing attachments. Definitely, it's like, we don't have to carry that burden with us as we walk on this journey. It gets, a whole lot lighter and a whole lot easier to walk this path without the burdens that we are carrying. So, yeah, definitely, Karen. Meg says, I am choosing to embrace the non striving today. Wonderful, Meg. I am really happy to hear that because I guess that is one of the core things of what I do in my work, which is to help people let go of like to help people realize that striving would not bring anything that they are, seeking, whether it is peace or happiness or whatever it is. So yeah, wonderful choice. And okay, yeah, and Meg, in case you need some guidance, because I actually created a course. Okay, so let me share some resources before I read the next comment after Meg's. So I actually created a course few time back, which includes all these qualities, and I guess add one or two more. And in this course, I've talked about all the three things that are related to being present, including the why, the intention part, including the main part, like the attention part. And then the final one, which is this, the qualities part. And I have like, weaved a whole story around it and shared a lot of detail about each of these qualities. So in case you guys want to really, have something to carry with yourself, and if you are interested in this, I hope that you will find it helpful because I've included both to strengthen like your formal practice of mindfulness, but a lot of tools and stuff around strengthening these qualities or all of these aspects of being present in your daily life. So have that would be helpful. And and after this course I actually decided to create like a whole series of courses, though I wasn't like on these qualities that I just shared, so that you know how to cultivate each quality. So I created, I guess, courses on four qualities out of these. I haven't gotten the time to complete that whole series yet. I got distracted with other projects. But let me share the ones that I've already created in case you need help. So, the one that Meg's comment reminded me of was this. This course is on non striving, which was Meg's intention. So, I hope that this will help you, um, further this intention into your life. And I have two more courses. The other one was, so you can save this in case you're interested. Yeah, the other one was on acceptance, like accepting what is happening, but doesn't mean liking it, embracing it, but letting it process through you so that you are not wasting your energy in resistance and you can take actions, you can invest your energy there. So that was the other course. Again, you can save it if you like. And the final one that I created based on actually two of these qualities, which is beginner's mind and curiosity, because I felt like those go hand in hand. So, this is like a very fun course, and this will help you really understand the meaning of how to find peace and all of that right now, right here. So, I hope that you find all of these helpful in case you want, more guidance on how to cultivate these qualities. And let me know if you are interested, if you would like me to create courses on rest of the qualities. I thought that no one is interested, so I stopped doing that because these courses were not, as popular as my other courses with like 2K, 4K students. So I thought maybe this is something that people don't want, so I didn't created them. Okay, thank you, Kathleen, for letting me know. So I will get to these maybe towards the mid or end of this year, because I have already three courses coming on. I'm like recording them every day now, and then related to nervous system regulation, and then the fourth one related to limiting beliefs. So a lot of stuff coming out this year. So I hope that you find. So I would need more votes regarding this quality thing because then only I will like sit down and create all of this stuff. So let me know if anyone else is also interested in me creating courses on these qualities, the rest of the qualities of mindfulness that I shared here. And now let me go back to the comments that I missed. So Jennifer, welcome back again. And yeah, I was saying that I cannot share a screenshot because I don't have a way, but I will put this whole list in my group, which is Wonderful Beings, on Insight Timer. You can search for it or find it on my profile. And you can also find it on the course that I shared here, How to Live Mindfully. So I hope that helps. Kathleen says, wow, all of those sound so helpful. It's hard to choose, but I guess I choose trust. A lovely one, a very helpful one when you're feeling kind of helpless or hopeless, when you're feeling all of that. So at that moment, trust is a really, you know, a good companion, trusting what we can't see yet. So yeah, lovely choice, Kathleen. Okay. Meg says, all of these are so awesome. Thank you, Anisha. I'm glad, Meg, that you liked it. Thank you for choosing that number so that we all can, receive these amazing qualities and maybe choose to cultivate one in our life. And thank you, Meg, for helping Jennifer out while she couldn't hear us. Okay. Carrie says, today is my peaceful day. Oh, I'm happy, Carrie, that you're feeling peaceful. Um, okay. Meg says, thank you for the courses recommendations and for all of your guidance. It's so amazing. Just realized how long I have been learning from your tracks and courses. I believe I discovered the space you have created here and listened to the first one last October. Oh, thank you, Meg, for staying with me since October. It means so, so much to me that that you find what I have to offer helpful, And I hope that I really hope to continue creating more such stuff, the ones that you need, and I hope that they find you at the right moment. So thank you for sharing this with me, Meg. This knowing this actually encourages me to like keep going, doing this. So yeah, thank you. Um, Thank you, Kathleen, for your vote. Meg is celebrating all of the things that I've planned for this year. And Meg says, I use the qualities every day to remember inner peace. And it's the most helpful thing for me. Wow. So, yes, please. Okay, we have another person who is interested in all of these courses. So, yeah, I promise I will create the rest of the courses on the qualities that I haven't of mindfulness that I haven't yet created. And I hope that you will enjoy them. So yeah, thank you for your votes. Gary says, thank you, Anisha, for your wisdom and teachings. Much love to all. I just followed you, Anisha. Blessings to all. Thank you, Gary, for the follow. Thank you so much. And for, arriving in this space and spending time with us. You have a lovely presence. And in case you are leaving, I'm not sure, but yeah, in case, then I hope to see you back again in another live or something like that. But yeah, thank you for being here. Karen says your offerings are greatly appreciated. Thank you so much, Karen. Thank you so, so much. Like your comments really mean a lot to me, really. Veronic says, hi, Veronic, welcome. So Veronic says you have my vote for it. Okay, we have three votes. Votes are rising. Then, okay, now I'm motivated enough to create the next course. If it is going to be to impact three souls here, then that is enough. Um, Gary says yes. I have to leave, but will return, Anisha. Oh, we will miss you, Gary. But yeah, hope to see you again soon. Okay, guys, and our live is not ending, by the way. We got sidetracked. But yeah, coming back to our second reading for today. So yeah, let me take out the wheel again. That was it for our first reading. And again, bring to your mind anything that you need guidance on as we spin our beautiful wheel. It's interesting. In the last book, I was like, I like the heart along with mindfulness. So we got it. So the name of the book is The Mindful Path to Self Compassion. A lot of mindfulness coming up. And I promise I have a lot of other books also in this wheel. It's just today, mindfulness really want to impact our life along with compassion. Yes, Meg. So, this book, this beautiful, amazing piece of work, has been written by Christopher K. Germer. So, let me open this book. until I do so, in case you guys have enjoyed this live up until so far, and if you would like to help me continue doing this, then you can make a contribution to help me keep going, keep creating, and yeah, and being here with you. So, yeah, let me open the book. So, this is our beautiful book. Thank you, Meg, for this kind gift. I am so happy that the reading touched you so deeply, dear Meg. And I appreciate your support so, so much. Thank you for allowing me to do this, really. Thank you. And my wish for you is that I hope something happens for you today that brings a smile to your face and a sparkle to your eye. Okay, so now let me choose some numbers so that we can play a game together. So, my dear one, now I invite you guys to pick a number between 54 to 191. Again, I will pick a number based on my intuition. So take your time and share the first number that pops up for you. And thank you for all the hearts. I take that love in with an open heart. And I send you so, so much back. Thank you, Wendy. Thank you, Jennifer. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Emily. Thank you, Lou. Anyone else? Thank you so much, Sherry, for this kind donation. It makes my heart so happy to know that something from the space touched you and you decided to drop this, drop of kindness into this world. And I hope it ripples back to you and makes all the different areas of your life bloom. So, yeah, thank you. Um, Thank you, Rachel. Thank you, Sherry, for sharing the numbers. Okay, so now let me see which number am I feeling most called to. Okay, I've chosen a number. The number that I'm feeling most called to is 89, and the number has been chosen by Wendy. And again, I promise you, for some reason, I'm choosing the first number. My intuition is choosing that, but that is not the criteria, okay? So thank you, Wendy, for sharing that number. Sherry says, "You are a bright light that is clearly making a difference in the world." That is so sweet. Thank you so, so much, Sherry, for your kindness, for your love, and for believing in me. Okay, so let us see what has Wendy chosen for all of us. Okay, page number 89. Hmm, interesting. So, the on this page, there's an equation that is highlighted, and the equation is difficult emotions into resistance is equals to destructive emotions. So basically, it has been derived on that basic equation that you might have heard, which was given by Shunryu Suzuki, which was pain into resistance is equals to suffering. So basically, initially there is this original pain, just pain, even like physical pain, and then we add to that mix an element of resistance. Like we resist that. Why did I got this pain today? Why do I have a headache today? When I have so much work to do, then I have my work would pile up, and like we keep on adding more and more interpretation, more judgment. This shouldn't be this way. I was supposed to do this. Now I can't do this. So there was this initial pain. Then we add resistance to it. Like we don't want it. We resist it. We want to push it out of our body, push it out of our life. And this can apply to any pain. Like I'm talking about physical pain in the literal terms, but also emotional pain, any kind of pain. So we resist it. We are like, this shouldn't be this way. This should be different than what it is. And when we do that, we are pushing it away. We are like using all of this energy to push it away. And what happens is that it leads to more suffering in our life. So you don't suffer unless you resist. If you were to went with that quality that we talked about, which was acceptance, then there wouldn't have been so much energy invested, wasted in resisting something out of our life. And then there would be much less suffering. There would be pain. Okay, the initial pain would be there unless you do something about that. But then that additional suffering wouldn't be. So I guess the invitation for anyone who didn't choose equality is to maybe start with acceptance, and that would make your life a whole lot easier. That would free up a lot of resource that you have been wasting in resistance, like your time when you keep on thinking about this shouldn't be happening, and we are like investing more and more time, more energy. Because when we worry about it, we also get exhausted. You might have noticed when you're too anxious sometimes, it leads to like complete exhaustion. So there are a lot of resources that are getting wasted. So drop the resistance, invite in more acceptance that yes, this is here. Now what? Yes, this is here. It brings these emotions for me, validating them, acknowledging them. And now what can I do? What can I do for these parts of me that are suffering? What can I do about the situation? What is in my control? What are the steps that I can take? And that can help us redirect our attention to the right place where we can really do something about it, where it would enhance our life. So, the author here specifically talked about the emotion part. So, I talked about the physical pain, same goes with emotions. So, for example, you are angry, and a lot of people who are in this, like, who are practicing spirituality, who are spiritual people, really thinks of anger as a bad thing. So again, dropping the labels, non-judgment quality, right? And just seeing that there is anger within me, there is sadness within me, there is anxiety within me. So you acknowledge it, you name it, instead of resisting that, you know, because I feel so anxious, I am so weak. Because I feel so angry, I'm a bad person. I am bad at spirituality. I'm like associating all of this, that I shouldn't be feeling angry, that this shouldn't be happening, that these feelings make me this, these feelings means that I am this. So this is the kind of resistance. Once we let go, we name the emotion, we see it, like really seeing it like this. And like we feel it, like where do I feel it in my body right now? Where is anger? And if it is too intense, then first we need to regulate ourselves, bring signal to our system that, I'm safe, and then going to address it. But if it is not that intense, if it is a moderate level, then we can directly go on to, observe it. We can directly go on to name it, observe it, be with it. And then you will notice once you do that, it automatically starts to change. The tightness starts to loosen. The emotion itself starts to become more fluid than solid, and a lot of other insights emerge. And then you have processed it in a way, and you're not no more suffering from that feeling. Okay. I feel like I've been speaking for a lot while. But yeah, that was the message. Let me know, Wendy, if this resonates with you, if there is a particular emotion that you're struggling with, and if, this has given you some insight as to what you can do with that, or what you're doing wrong in terms of that, and what would be more helpful, not right or wrong, but what is not serving you, and what you can do that can help you even more. Okay. So let me go through the lovely comments here. And everyone else also, in case anything else is coming up for you from this reading, feel free to share in the comments. Kathleen says, yes, you are. I feel so optimistic and excited for my day to begin. Okay, she's saying regarding Shelly's comment. Thank you for shining your light on all of us. Thank you for, like becoming a, I don't know, like the words thing, but thank you for like being the light that you are, Kathleen. And it just brings more brightness to the space. So yeah, thank you. Um, Jennifer says, okay, quote I wanted to share. And the day came when the risk to remain tied in a bud was more painful than the risk it took to blossom. A nice then. Wow. Yeah, that is sometimes the point that we all face in our life, the point from which transformation begins, when the pain of staying the same is just too painful. The pain of staying in your comfort zone is just too painful compared to the pain that you might or may not have to bear when you decide to bloom, when you decide to change, when you decide to grow. So thank you so much for sharing this beautiful quote, Jennifer, and from the same, amazing person whose quote we meditated on today. A really like beautiful quote that paints quite a picture. So thank you. Caitlin says, oh, just coming in, and we are using anger as an example. Ooh, just was in a group chat and answered a prompt about realizing and acknowledging the anger feeling, and then taking a breath and taking a big sip of flavored bubble water. And yes, all the things you said. Cannot believe the potency of this alignment. Love you, Anisha. Love you too, Caitlin. I love the alignment. And I don't know, like all these signs and synchronicities just follow you, Caitlin, doesn't it? For the last few weeks, there have been so much magic that have entered your life. All this alignment that has happened. So, yeah, I am just so happy that you are in this kind of deep connection with the universe and that you notice them, that you acknowledge them. And it happens like, for everyone, but sometimes we are just not so mindful. We are just not so aware of that. Caitlin says, I know the sparkles have been intense. So let them sparkle. And shine, Caitlin, shine. Okay, Wendy says that was so insightful for me. Thank you. Thank you, Wendy. I'm glad that it brought some insight for you. Jennifer says feelings aren't verdict, they are weather. Notice the sensation, let it move through, and watch it dissolve like mist in sunlight. Wow. The imagery that you paint, Jennifer, with your words are just beautiful. So, yeah, nothing to fix, nothing to judge, just energy passing through a very alive human system. Wow, Jennifer, I don't have words to describe how you describe things. It just is so, so, it's kind of like it lands deep in the heart. So, yeah, I really hope that you do create something, Jennifer, like in some form that, that can reach so many others because they deserve to receive what you are here to share on this earth. So, yeah, I hope you do something, just something. Okay, guys, now we are reaching the end of this live. So, before we end it, two announcements. The first is that, okay, let me open my profile. Yeah, so the first is that in case you missed this live or you want to re-listen to the meditation that we did based on today's quote, which was on Insight Timer, so you can find that by going to my profile, going to the About section there, scrolling down. At the end, you will see this, and here you will find today's live, all the previous lives, and all of my offerings also in one place, including some free gifts that I have for you that I've created for you. So I hope that you find something here that is helpful for what you need right now. And by the way, the number of today's live is 179. So it would take like 20 minutes to get uploaded. But if you want immediate access to just the reading part, then you can find them by going to my profile homepage. Okay. When you scroll down. Okay, yeah, by the way, I released like today only, I released one track related to something I mentioned in the last live, like love letters to you. So I promised that I would create more tracks based on all the negative thoughts that people usually have when they are in their low moments. So I have like already created, I guess, three or four. And this is the latest one that got released today, which is for people who think that they are too sensitive, or when people tell other people that you are too sensitive, you are too emotional, too needy, or all of that. So those for those people. Yeah, if you feel like you have heard these and you have felt hurt, then I hope that this is something that will help you um like feel better or feel loved in a way. I don't know. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, I was telling you about the group. So, at the bottom here, you will find the group, and here I will, within like 5 minutes, share the name of the books and the exact readings. And there are already 119 beautiful, wonderful beings here. So, I would love to have you as another person and the space in case you choose to. And yeah, by the way, you can check out my other offerings like all of my playlists. And that love letters thing, there is a playlist for that too. So yeah, you can check all of that stuff on your own time in case you feel like exploring. But for now, yeah, I guess that's it that I wanted to share in this live. Let me go through the comments. So yeah, Rachel says thank you so very much. You have a gift of kindness and deep love. Thank you so much, Rachel, for your beautiful words. I am so happy that you felt that energy, and thank you for bringing your beautiful presence in this space. And I hope to see you, day after tomorrow, which is I have my next live. So I go live on alternate days at the same time. So I hope to see you there. Jennifer says, bursted into tears. You too also put a, a lance in my heart. It was so wonderful to hear your kindness in my ears, Satnam. Whenever you comment, Jennifer, I'm like, I'm speechless. For some reason, I don't have any words because you just express yourself so beautifully. So yeah, I'm just happy to have you. That's all that I can say. And I'm just so happy to have you. Okay. So I bow down to the divine within you all. Namaste. May you all be safe. May you all be healthy. May you all be happy. May you all live with ease. Jennifer says, I feel the same. Rachel says, oh. Karen says, thank you for your warmth, Anisha. You're welcome. Thank you. I hope to see each and every one of you day after tomorrow. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have fun.